Remote work is something I talk about all the time. It's a big component of what Commerce Hero is about. You built an agency, it sounds like, on working remotely. I don't know what portion of your team was remote or whatnot. I'm a huge believer in remote work. I've worked remotely myself for, I think, 6-7 years now. It has tons of challenges, but I'm a huge proponent of remote work in general. Being non-remote to people is also great. We're not doing this remotely. I talked about that in the beginning.
Yep.
Doing remote podcasts is cool, but there's an element of it that's missing. If the technology can ever get to the point where we can feel like we're in the same room together, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother podcast on VR and
yeah,
stuff. Right? But I mean, as it is now, I think that it's difficult to do, but it pays remarkable dividends, and you're going to get exponential returns. And the companies that are the most successful are those that are able to solve that really difficult puzzle. And I think that you do need some time in person, but it can be intermittent and it can be quarterly.
Right.
And I think there are absolutely systems
100%.
whereby you can have effective management. And I guess more importantly, connection, right? So I think it's really important to have a relationship with the people you're working with, understand the daily trials and tribulations and feel connected to what your lives are like inside and outside of work and have a feeling for what you're dealing with as humans. So we made an effort to spend time together and support events in Argentina and then in Austin and then like meet at Imagine, but index on connecting outside of just work-related problems.
Yeah.
And I think that, no names, but I've seen a lot of structures for remote work that are basically throwing work over to the wall.
Totally.
And waiting for it to come back. And then I'll also say this, looking to sort of shift responsibility from it's all of us to, well, those go. We gave it to them and it's not coming back. It's just too easy for it to fall into an us and them.
It becomes
you have
an
to
easy
fight.
thing to blame.
I think you have to fight a little bit harder for it to be a
First
we.
of all, you have to believe in it. If it's like, let's try this, but I'm suspicious,
Right.
You'll find a reason
Not
for
to do it.
that it didn't work. It is a fundamentally difficult thing. As human beings, we've been sitting next to each other working for a couple million years, whatnot, right? If you don't fundamentally believe in it, you're not going to really do what you need to do to kind of make it work.